back to school, first, hopefully they've had a very joy-filled, energetic summer. As you start winding down towards the end of an active, busy summer, is to start to look 2 or 3 weeks ahead and to think about what's going to be our school structure. For instance, what's our wake time going to be for school? And then from that, back up and say, if that's our wake time, let's start to search for the goal, the optimal goal for the total amount of sleep that we need for good health and for good behavior 2 or 3 weeks in advance, and then begin to plan that in the week or two prior to school starting, you start to develop the habits of when you're going to go to bed. And I think it's great to focus in a positive way. That, whether you use rewards or whether you just start talking about it and saying, hey, we're going to get ready for school, that we're going to have dry runs, we're going to start to go to bed a little bit earlier now. Do that slowly. You don't have to do it all in one night. It's difficult to do it in one night. Start to move the bedtime to where you need it, and then start to have the wake time closer to when you need to be waking up, that by the time school starts, the child's ready to get up at that time. You might even have a dry run in the day or two prior to school starting, and that can be done in fun, different ways. I think that's part of it. Start to talk about what's going to be the structure in the evening for homework and activities. You can begin to have those activities with energy reduction or energy expenditure, so that the children are wound down depending on their ages for that. Begin to acknowledge if they're entering adolescence, is there a component of their sleep becoming more delayed, and do you need to adapt their wake and sleep schedule to that? Doing that in an upfront, open way, I think, is helpful. And then having wind down time in the evening, and then remember, no electronics in the bedroom, get the phones out of people's hands at night and all night long. There's not texting going on during the night. This is an increasing challenge for all parents today, but having conversations about that is becoming more and more common. Parents are turning to actually checking the electronics, say for instance in a basket before people go to sleep at night. Start to have those conversations, and if you can, schedule wake up time in the morning with bright light. That is helpful. When people get up, especially this time of year in the fall, there's still plenty of light in the morning. That bright light in the morning helps center your bedtime through your brain, through the light effect on a gland in your brain, which tells you when you should go to sleep. When you get up in the morning, if you can get 20 minutes of either sitting by a window while you're eating breakfast and getting bright light, or taking a walk, or having bright light in your home that's stimulating the brain. Those are just a few ways to get started here as we enter the fall.